Welcome back, painting friends. Today we're going to paint a winter scene with a fox and some cardinals. Color you're going to need green, orange, red, white, black, and then I'm going to make like a smoky gray color. So I've got light blue, white, and black right there. I have my favorite 4 brushes in my studio, my 1-inch flat brush, my 10-6, and 1 round brush. Don't forget to have a cup of water and a rag for keeping those brushes clean. So for my background, I want it to be a really light background. So I'm actually just going to paint water on my canvas first. That's just going to let the paint kind of smooth over it a little bit easier. And then I'm going to use that really pretty gray color that I created. It's that really light grayish blue color. And I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to fill my entire canvas with it. Now before that dries too much, I'm going to take my finger with some white paint and I'm going to put my moon right here. I like to paint my circles with my finger. I just think that they look a little bit neater. And then I'm going to grab my number 10 round brush with some white paint and I'm just going to kind of go around this moon and I'm going to pull those colors out so that it looks like my moon is glowing. And yes, I'm going to lose part of the shape of my moon, but don't worry, I'm going to go right back in and add it to it after I have my moon the way I want it. So just my number 10 round brush, just making circles around that moon to show that it's kind of glowing. After I have that on there, I can wipe some of the center paint off and grab some clean white and put it right back in the center again. Perfect. Now I'm going to grab that number 10 round brush and I'm going to paint my snow on the ground. I want this to be a little wet because I don't want my paint to be bright white. I want it to be white-ish. So I've got my color on here. Now you could choose to make an arched line like this. Maybe your fox is sitting on a hill, or you can make kind of a scooped line like a letter U to make it look like he's sitting in a little bit of a valley. Totally your choice. I'm going to make mine an arch line. I want him to look like he went up on top of a cute little hill. And then I'm just going to paint this in. I'm okay leaving lines of really bright white mixed in with that grayish color. Perfect. We're going to let this dry. When we come back, we're going to add in all of our other little details. With a dry background, I'm now going to go in with my number 10 round brush, and I'm going to put just a couple of pine trees in the background. Actually, I'm going to go with my number 6 round brush. I lied. I'm going to start off with green, and it's going to sound super crazy, but I'm just going to lay in here a couple of branches, and they're going to be just kind of like triangles up. I guess maybe arrows up because they're not full triangles. I'm going to make 3. I'm going to make 1 there. I'm going to make a smaller one here. And a bigger one behind it. And then with those, I'm going to add a little bit of black and a little bit of green on my brush together. So again, I've got my number 6 round brush, little black, little green. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to add just a couple of little lines kind of going down off of these, kind of at an angle. Now that those are on there, I'm going to grab my number 10 round brush and I'm going to fill these in with snow. So I'm going to take my number 10 round brush and I'm just going to kind of dot on the top of these. Oops, or I'm just going to throw paint on it, but you know, dot on the top of these and then maybe just a little bit kind of in the center. And that will essentially kind of fill up that extra space and it'll look like there's just some branches kind of popping out of the snow. And so as I'm doing this, I'm just going to kind of really fill in any open weird space that's kind of popping out. I actually think I'm going to go back with this brush. I've never done this technique before. I'm kind of making it up as I go. And I'm going to add some right through here too. Oh, I like that idea. So look, I've got it up at an angle, but then I'm also just going to kind of go across that. So finish up the triangle. Like I said the first time, triangle, and then I changed it to arrow. But if we make it a full triangle, then it will look more like a full tree. Live and learn, right? Love that. I'm now going to go back in with that number 6 round brush with some black paint. And I'm going to lay out where my tree branches are. Now you can make as many tree branches as you want or as few. They can kind of come up from the side. You could even make a whole tree or you can have them kind of dropping down. I'm going to have mine dropping down from the top of my canvas. So I'm going to water down my black paint a little bit. I like to use kind of a thin paint when I do this. And I'm going to start at the edge and I'm just going to kind of drop some down, barely letting my brush touch my canvas. And I like to make my tree branches in the letter Y. Do you see how that's a letter Y? And you can just really kind of add as many of these in as you want. Here's my suggestion. Don't make them all the same. Give a couple of them an extra little leg, maybe have one part be longer. Really have fun with it. Don't let them all look the exact same. But I'm going to have them coming in from both sides of my canvas. While some of these areas are drying, let's go ahead and lay out where our little cute fox is going to go. So I'm going to have him sitting right here. And I'm going to start off with both orange and red on my brush. Okay. So orange and red on my brush, I'm just going to start with a circle. That's going to be his little fox head. From there, I'm going to add a gentle rectangle. So that means like it's not really an oval. It's definitely got a base to it. And then on the sides, I'm going to put 2 little bumps. That's where his little hind legs are going to be. And go ahead and paint this whole space in with that orangish red color. A little bit more orange than red. Same color. I'm just going to start right down here at the base and I'm going to make a nice big fluffy tail. And then add 2 little ears at the top. I'm going to make his head kind of turned a little bit. Put one here and one here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of red and black on my brush. So I just want a little bit of a darker red color. A little bit of red, a little bit of black. And I'm just going to kind of outline the back of his head a little bit. I'm going to outline kind of where his hips are. Maybe even the side of his back. Just underneath here by his tail, a little bit of a dark area. Wipe that brush off. I'm going to grab some clean white on the very tippy top of his ears. I'm going to add some white. And I'm just using my number 6 round brush. I'm barely letting that brush touch the canvas. So just like the very tippy top bristles are touching. Add a little bit on this shoulder over here, kind of like a small highlight. A little bit on the tippy top of his tail. And then I'm going to make the point of his tail white. I'm just going to kind of brush those colors back into his tail. And if you want to make more than one fox, go for it. But back up here on my branches, I'm going to take my number 6 round brush and I'm going to put some white snow on the branches. Now you don't have to put the snow everywhere. You got to think maybe some of the snow possibly fell off, but you can just kind of layer it. If you've got a weird branch, you can cover part of it up. But we're just going to add some white snow to the top of our branches. Now I'm going to zoom us in and we're going to add in our little birdies. Look at that. Number 1 round brush finally has a time where he can shine. What I don't love about my number 1 round brush is that the bristles kind of stick out sometimes. So sometimes I'll have to take my bristles and kind of shove them together. So I don't use this brush very often because I want it to be nice and pointy. So with that number 1 round brush, I'm going to start off by making a nice little round belly for my cardinal. So I'm just going to make a small little round belly. From there, I'm going to draw that up into a little point. And then underneath that, I could just make small little lines for my tail. I'm going to wipe that brush off and grab a little bit of black paint. And I'm just going to put the smallest little beak on. So see, your cardinal doesn't have to have a lot of detail. So let's zoom out so you can see how teeny tiny this guy is. Now, if you're struggling to do this teeny tiny, use a red Sharpie or make him bigger. Okay, let's zoom out and see just how tiny he is on the canvas. See what I'm saying? You do not have to make them really big. But you can go in here and you can add as many of these as you want. I wouldn't put them on a branch that is dropping down really far. That would be hard for them to sit on. But any other place on your canvas, just start with a little round belly. And since they're so far off, we are not giving them a lot of detail. Put a small little triangle on top and a couple little feathers at the bottom for his tail. A little bit of black paint. for his beak. Keep them simple. Last thing we're going to do is I'm going to add some snow falling. Now you can do snow lots of different ways. You can use the back of your brush and you can drop little drops down. If you want your snow to be a little more prominent, back of a pencil works beautifully. You can use the back of a pencil and you can make bigger snowflakes falling down. These snowflakes can go all the way down onto your ground even. So kind of have fun with it. I'm going to add my snowflakes and then call this picture finished. Great little winter picture. Now remember, when you are painting at home, I never get to see what you're painting unless you take a picture of it and you post it on my Facebook page, Painting with a Purpose. Please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Painting with a Purpose, so you are kept up to date on all of my tutorials. And remember, as always, stay kind, stay creative, and stay safe. Have a great day, friends. Bye now.